Right, so today we've got 3 sets of 4 by a mile. The first 3 miles of every set are in 4:53s for me, and then every fourth one is in 4:43. No, 4:56, 4:57s for the slower ones, and then 4:43s for the faster ones. And then after the faster one, we've got 5 minutes rest, and then 2 minutes rest in between the others. So it's basically like threshold pace for 3 of the miles, and then like 10k pace for the fourth one of every set. It's pretty windy. It's 2 days after the national cross country relay, so it's still a bit fresh in the legs. And yeah, it's gonna be nice to do it completely solo, seeing as though everyone else here has slow targets, which isn't very nice. So yeah, enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment what session you've done today, or your favourite session. I don't know, just comment something. And yeah. So this is the start of the last set, and obviously you can see that we were starting in different places. That's just because I could chase someone whilst still running the full mile and also having the same rest. So I'd start, I think, 27 metres further back than them, obviously 9 metres steps, and I have to measure it all out, so I finished in the right place as well. So I'd always set off too fast and catch the person in front after a lap, even though I should have probably caught them after 3. And then I'd sort of start settling in as soon as I went past them to try and get back to my sort of target pace. That never really happened, as you can tell by the splits. Like, I was meant to be running 4:57s, and here I went from 2:21 through 800, which is obviously 4:43 pace for the mile. So I was like, I'm doing something wrong, I need to relax because I've still got quite a long way to go. Ignore the shaking of the arms, I don't really know why I do that, but I kind of do it every single time. This is on the second rep. Again, I'm catching him almost after 200 metres, like this is only after 150. I think I go round him on the home straight, so around 400 metres in. And then I sort of just, again, a solo run to the finish, trying to relax and run target paces. I think this one was a bit more sensible, like it was actually above 450, which is nice. It's weird how the transition is from the fast rep to then the slower rep, because at this point it was really comfortable, but then also obviously it's a very long session, so you're sort of always a bit kind of exhausted aerobically, and you kind of get dizzy. So this is on the third set. Again, I tried to set it off a bit further behind, so like I waited a few more seconds and hopefully tried catching him slower. I did still go through in 70, as you can see here. This is after 400 meters, and he's running like 5:06s at this point, I think, or like 5s to 5:07s for the slower ones, and I get quite a big gap. So then at this point, again, I'm like, I need to slow down because the fast one's coming up, and if I've run 4:33s for the first 2, it's going to be pretty difficult to try and perform that well again. But obviously you can see that gap is pretty big now, so I was running way too quick, so I sort of settled into the finish after this. So this is the start of the last one. Again, you can see that I sort of took a second after he went, but that doesn't really make a difference because this is after 400 metres and I've already got a 10 metre gap, so I set off in a 64 first lap, which is obviously what, 4:18 miling, so pretty stupid. This is after 2 laps, so I'm coming around the bend. He's not really in picture anymore, and I think he did run a 4:53 on this rep as well, so it just shows the sort of pace I was setting off at. I went through 800 in 2:12. This is the third lap. At this point, I'm kind of like, I'm on for something quick, and obviously I don't want to sort of push it on too much because at the end of the 12-mile session, you don't want to be killing yourself, but I was like, I kind of want to run quite quick. And then this is the last like 150 where I'm going through at this point. After 12 miles, my lungs are pretty burning, so it was just kind of like a burn up where you couldn't really sprint. And then this is me trying to untie my shoelaces, which I failed completely. And since I didn't mention it before, the shoes I was wearing for this session were the Vaporfly Next Percent 1s. I need to get a new pair, so if anybody's watching this or wants to send me any shoes, please feel free to do so. My email will be in the description below if you want to send anything. So I don't really know what happened at the end. For some reason there's no sound. I had this microphone I'm using now plugged in, didn't pick it up. I said something along the lines of what the session was, but obviously as I spoke through it you can sort of tell what the session was. I only did film the last set because the other person was timing for the others, and then we just decided that we were going to film it. For the first set, it was a 4:55 mile, another 4:55 mile, a 4:54 mile, and then a 4:33 mile for the faster one. And then the second set was a 4:49 mile, a 4:43 mile, a 4:44 mile, and a 4:34 mile. More videos soon on this channel and also on my personal channel. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more podcasts and also videos on Trackstaa as a whole, and then more shoe reviews as well. Just trying to get a lot of content down, so stay tuned for that. And if you are new, go and watch this video where I train like Jakob Ingebrigtsen for a day. If you're interested in any of that, it's the video there.